Hello, so this is a C&O Canal trail that I biked on starting at Swains Lock 21. It's a great place to actually camp there as well. First come, first serve. We actually camped there this past Monday. I started from there and ended up little, just basically down there at Cropley across from Turkey Island. And this is a great trail. I actually have never biked this trail before, but it was beautiful. I have water most of the way on all sides. And some of the parts of the canal are just really awesome. But the other part right here is the Great Falls. You can reach the Great Falls Overlook on the Maryland side within it's about 2 miles down. And there's another overlook that you can see River Bend Park, and that's where they also have there's just some water of the Potomac that you can see as well. So this was a pretty easy ride. It's fairly flat, not much elevation at all. My average speed was about 9.7 miles per hour, and there wasn't too many people. This was a Friday afternoon, so around 2 o'clock or so. And the only thing that I would note is probably not a road bike for this, like thin wheels, very thin wheels, because there are some rocks and there's some gravel on this path. So it's not completely smooth, of course. It's a dirt path. But there are some bigger rocks on there too, that you have to kind of dodge if you're not riding a mountain bike or something. And also, there is one spot, I can't remember, but it's kind of farther down, probably like at the fourth mile. There's basically almost like this, it's like a brick wall, but it's not brick, it's like a rock wall that's sticking out of the road, and it covers up half of the road on this right side. So if you're going fast, you're not paying attention, you might hit that and fly off your bike. Or if you're a great mountain biker, you might just fly right over it. So here's that part of like River Bend Park across from it, about that area. And so that's the first little overlook that you can see, the Potomac River. But not too much farther down, you just keep going and you'll see the Great Falls Overlook. And you can't take your bike onto the pathway, so you have to kind of just park it on the side. There's also some great fishing. I saw some huge largemouth bass over here in the canal. But here we are, we're making it over to just parking my bike over there. Another reason I really like this C&O Canal trail, or that I can ride my bike on, is just all these different stopping points. All right, so let's continue on our biking. So you can see there's a lot more people in this area. Of course, this is the towpath. A lot of people are walking through to take a look at the Great Falls overlooks. So in this part, you really have to be careful. Again, I wasn't riding that fast. My average speed was about 9 miles per hour. And then in these areas, I really slowed it down. I was basically just rolling my bike kind of at a walking pace. Just make sure I wasn't going to hurt anybody or make anybody feel uncomfortable or feel like they're going to get hit by a bike. There were some other bikers who were just flying through there. They were going probably like 20 miles per hour. So right here is a great spot. This is probably my favorite spot. Like, just look how beautiful that is. So I actually stopped and just had a little snack at this area. And definitely a place I want to come back to is this area right here. I think it's even nicer than the Great Falls Overlook, which is so natural. And one of the things, I actually met bike patrol, so a person named Don who was retired,
this view
and retired person, and
on this path.
what they do is they just volunteer and they just bike down the path. They're going like 30 miles a day or so, and they're just meeting people, making sure people are safe. One of the things he did say was that people can be really unsafe with their dogs. They'll keep them unleashed, and so please leash your dogs. And you can see a lot of these people had their dogs leashed, so that was just great, thinking about other people and make sure the dog doesn't get hit by a bike, or the dog's not going to bite someone or bother other people on the trail. So yeah, keep your dogs leashed. And the other thing he said is that it definitely gets packed on this trail on the weekends. and also during the weekdays, during like after work hours. So be careful on that. So again, today I was a little before the work hours, around 2, 3 o'clock. Right here, you see that I actually saw a turtle walking across, and I stopped. And then there was some other people who walked by. It looked like someone observing, looking for birds or something with binoculars, and they helped that turtle get across the to the water there. So again, awesome trail. These sites aren't as great, and I had to get home soon. So again, I just turned around. So round trip was a little more than 10 miles. Oh, actually, those people I just went by, those after when I came back, there was actually a small snake on the road, and I was trying to tell one of the boys who was running. I was like, "There's a snake," and he just ran right over it, and then he kind of screamed and said, "Oh, you didn't tell me." So there are snakes out there, probably basking or going to other areas, but I love the wildlife, so I actually stopped the bike just to take a look at the snake. But he was just so fast. It was a small baby snake. All right, so we're coming up at the end of the ride, so I hope you enjoyed, and I sped it up so it wouldn't be a 40-minute video.